Uncertainty looms over the Blue Dragonflight's domain, the Nexus, as its members struggle to appoint a new leader. Split between the two likeliest successors, Caligos and Aragos, the flight has agreed to meet during a rare celestial event known as the Embrace, in the hopes that a new aspect will finally be chosen. The bronze dragon Anacros, however, has detected something sinister at work around the Nexus, threatening to compromise the ceremony. If a hero does not rise to investigate these dark forces and uncover their intentions, Anacros believes that Azeroth's doom is imminent. Hey guys, I'm Jared.
And I'm Ryan.
From the Game Room. And we've got another episode for you this week. It's episode 14. We've got some more updates for 4.2 that Blizzard just came out with yesterday. These came out on the 14th.
Which is the day before we're recording this today, the 15th of June. Wednesday.
But anyway, getting started, the new daily quest zone in Mount Hydraul, you have to do up to Asina's Miracle. It's the quest where you get, like, you spawn the dragon chick. You have to do that, and then you can start
The dailies.
Yeah.
Also, the new epic quest chain that deals with Thrall called Elemental Bonds has been put in the game. It's really cool. If you don't want to see it, great. You can wait till patch day. But if you do want to see it, go. There's videos about it all on YouTube. It's the best quest line I've ever seen. We're Alliance, and I like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we played Horde for a little bit, so I mean, we understand the struggle.
Yep.
But anyways, you get it at the Earth Shrines, where the little portals are. You get it from the dude.
The new legendary item.
Yeah.
Hot topic. It is the
Dragon Wrath. Terragosa's Rest.
Oh, that's what it's called. But, okay, we all know it's a caster staff. There's some debate on whether it should be healer staff or DPS staff.
Well, I mean, it's quite obviously a DPS staff who has hit on it.
Oh, well, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
yeah.
The big news this week is that the quest line to get it has been only made available to druids, mages, priests, shaman, and warlocks. So if you just want it as a vanity item and you can't use it, you can't get it.
Blizzard did this.
They said, hell no.
Yeah. Barely made it.
Oh, it's an achievement for doing the timed run.
Yeah.
In Tulamon. There's
So
not one right now.
You get more than just being able to complete a freaking quest that I still haven't been able to complete.
Okay, one time I thought it ended after the Dragonhawk dude, and we had like 30 seconds left. We were like we popped everything we had, every cooldown, heroism, everything, and we were just like, go! Then we killed him, and we were like, the timer was still up, and we were like, shh, go save the prisoner, run! Like we were all Worgen or Druids, and there was a warrior. And, like, all the Worgen popped Dark Flight, all the Druids, like, did cat form and dash, and the warrior was just like, boom, heroic leap, just, like, down the stairs, and we, like, saved him, then the timer went away, and the guy in the background was like, oh, your sacrifices, blah, and we were just like, boom! I don't know how anyone is supposed to do
that. They put in some Druid changes to balance.
Which are good. There's some buffs.
Really, really good buffs. Yeah, we did all those.
Starfire and Wrath have had their damage buffed by approximately 23%.
Omen of Clarity now lasts 15 seconds, up from 8.
8.
So that's all druids.
That's all druids. All druids. Not just balance. It's all druids.
Yeah.
So if in the future we come out with a balance guide.
Yeah, which I'm actually working on that. I'm working on getting my stats straight and everything for that. So within the next week or so, look for that. Balance specific changes. Earth and Moon's duration has been increased to 15 seconds, up from 12. Fungal Growth spell visual effect has been updated to be less visually intrusive and more aesthetic.
I love how they worded that. It's less visually intrusive.
Yeah, because it just looks like a pile of poop.
Yeah, it looks like the mushroom or the tree, and if you have that Talendor, it does it too. They just
they just turn into poop.
This next one changes a lot of how the Boomkin talent spec will work. It's a change to the lunar shower talent, which right now, whenever you cast Moonfire or move after you cast Moonfire, you get the Lunar Shower effect, which decreases the mana cost and increases the damage done, or direct damage of Moonfire. So it's mainly for movement or PvP, because you can just run around and spam Moonfire, and there's your movement DPS. They changed it so that whenever you cast Moonfire, you get the Lunar Shower effect. It still decreases the mana cost and increases the direct damage done, but now it causes your Moonfire and Sunfire to generate 8 solar or lunar energy, respectively, while you're under this effect. It's not just all the time. So this means that while you're moving, you can generate your little energy dudes and get to Eclipse faster, but sometimes you don't want that.
Yeah, I mean it's good because if you're not in Eclipse state while you're moving, you know. I mean, it still has its effect. Like if you're in a phase in a raid fight or in a raid encounter where you're having to move, but you know you're in Eclipse, you don't want to waste that Eclipse. You can still spam Moonfire to get it to where you're not in Eclipse, you know, and it does increase damage while in Eclipse, anyways. So I mean, it's not a waste if you're having to move, but while you're in Eclipse, if you're gonna want to change, you're gonna want to save that for your hard cast stuff, to get it up. So it's just gonna make it situational. And the other situation would be if you weren't in Eclipse state, you could if you were having to move around, you could move around and spam Moonfire.
And get to Eclipse.
Get to Eclipse, so that when you stop, you can be like, okay, Wrath, or Starfire.
Yeah.
You know, because Starfire's got a longer cast time.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Solar Beam has a new spell effect.
So it looks better.
Yeah.
It's one of those visually intrusive things.
Visually intrusive, because it's just like, boom!
It's just a big,
wall of what is going on.
Now your wild mushrooms, whenever you blow them up, all targets affected cause the Earth and Moon effect, which is the 8% spell damage buff that your Starfire and Wrath do. So now you can apply that to AoE, just like a druid, just like an Affliction Warlock can do. So if you're the one in charge of that for your raid, that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. That's it for those changes. Survival changes for hunters. Just in case we haven't gone over this yet, black arrow damage done has been increased by roughly 40%.
Roughly 40%.
I love that Blizzard just throws in roughly and about and approximately.
Yeah, because we don't know. It's kind of...
They don't even know.
All I care about is that it's a buff, does more damage, which is awesome because I play a survival hunter. Yep.
Currency changes are coming in 4.2. Not the base currency, not the currencies themselves.
JP and Valor Points still exist, Honor and Conquest still exist, but they're getting messed with.
Yeah. We're guessing about 1 to 2 weeks on this patch.
Probably
left.
About like that, because that's when the new arena season.
Arena season starts on the 28th.
Season 10.
And
10.
Yeah. So they wouldn't start an arena season without a new patch. So they're either going to do it next Tuesday or the following Tuesday, the 28th. So make sure you're Justice Cap, because you'll be able to buy all of your 359 gear with Justice points.
Hunters should have tank gear.
The way that the Conquest point caps are going to be working in 4.2 is a little different than what they've been. It's going to be like a soft cap for arenas of 1,000 conquest points a week, and then a hard cap of 1,500 conquest points a week. So basically, it's going to be like everyone's starting out on a hard cap of 1,500, so that everyone's on a level playing field for the new tier of rated or conquest gear.
PvP.
PvP.
PvP season.
PvP.
No, you start out at 1,000 for arenas and 1,500 for whatever. So if you get 1,000 from arenas, you can still get that 500 from like your daily battleground or from rated battlegrounds.
Yeah.
But once you get that 1,500, you can't get any more. Period.
Yeah. So whatever your highest cap is, whether it's rated battlegrounds or arenas, that is your hard cap for the week. Or that's your soft cap for the week, I should say, really. You can't get anything over that. It works the same way that Valor points kind of work right now, is that you can, you can do either 7 troll dungeons in a week to get that capped out, the 980, I think. You can get the 980 from that, or you can get the rest of your points from rating. If you, say you do, some regular heroic, regular Cataclysm heroics, you can only complete so many troll dungeons because you've already gotten points up to that cap. And if you do your raids before you do your dungeons, that's going to also affect how you get your Valor points, because if you're already over cap on that, you won't be able to get anything from your trolls. They're changing the number of Valor points that you can get. The Valor points from killing each boss in Firelands is 120 instead of 70 in 10 player, and 140 instead of 90 in 25 player. The number of Valor points you get from Akathar in Barrett Hold.
Ooh, I forgot him.
Yeah, is 120 instead of 35 in 10 player, and 140 instead of 45 in 25 player mode. And all the rest of the Valor caps for every other thing are staying the same. So you don't have to worry about that, but just those 2 bosses, or those 2 little things.
The 8,
there.
Because 7 in Firelands, and then 8 for the new Baron Cold guy.
Oh, one thing we wanted to add.
I got
engineering change.
I got this. As you know, a new engineering scope for hunters has been put in the game called Flintlock's Woodchucker, which is a reference to an old comic that used to happen with Flintlock the Dwarf, and he was teaching you how to be manly and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Well, this what the scope does is chance proc increases your agility by like 300 or something like that, and it has a chance proc to fire a rabid critter at the target for additional damage. Well, the Deta people out in Borean Tundra and Northrend have gotten furious about this because it shoots rabid squirrels and little rabbits. But now they've made a deal with us so that it now shoots rabid chickens instead of squirrels and rabbits. So
until an agreement can be reached.
An agreement. And this agreement, I assume, is going to be made by hunters killing a bunch of squirrels and rabbits. That's how I'm going to deal with it. With the scope.
Chicken proc, chicken proc, chicken proc, chicken proc. Anyways, I'm Jared.
And I'm Ryan.
From The Game Room. And don't forget to check us out on our website, www.thegameroomtv.com. All of our videos are posted there. If you can't find them on here,
which if you can, there's something. How are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I know, right? Follow us on Twitter at The Game Room Chan. Facebook, The Game Room. Can't miss us where the first thing that pops up. Subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, email us at thegameroomchannel@gmail.com. And that pretty much sums it up. So, till next week.